get them on.
Sport. A usually competitive, physical, and mental game that requires either or, and sometimes both, physical and mental training. This is the definition of what a sport is. It falls underneath a category that has a vast number of things that get played into it. I want you to rethink what I just said. Usually, a competitive, physical environment that requires either and sometimes both mental and physical training. I just got done going through Twitter and hearing the news about the Call of Duty and MLG type thing going on. Competitive Call of Duty basically becoming part of the X Games. And this is humongous news. This is bigger news than anyone would have expected. I know I didn't expect this. I don't think a lot of other people did. And now we can say that, you know, MLG and Call of Duty and first-person shooters and competitive gaming in general is to be taken as serious as anything else. There's nothing there to stand in its way. There's nothing there to hold it back. It is an official sport. It has been a sport, and it is now at the X Games. This opens the door for so many different possibilities, and just it carries us on to that next level that everybody is looking to get to. I made a video. I don't know if I made a video talking about this, but I did. I've always said this. Football, basketball, baseball, all of these games that are considered sports now and, you know, are covered by ESPN were never meant to be covered by ESPN. They were not created with the mindset of, oh, hey, we're making this sport. It's going to be popular. It's going to be making everybody money. Millions of people are going to love it, and that's how it's going to go. It was never set out to be like that. It was a game that was played by people for fun. And sure, it might have been physical, but not every game has to be physical. This makes me want to talk about how chess and poker are considered sports on ESPN and are covered by them, and it's a mental game, just like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a very mental-based game and takes lots of thinking and lots of focus and strategy and teamwork and call-outs and all of the above. So when I heard that Call of Duty will be covered by ESPN in the highlights, I was ecstatic. I just thought this is probably one of the biggest things that we've ever heard happen to Call of Duty, because not only is it covered by ESPN, this is going to open the door to so many other people who not necessarily don't know what Call of Duty is, but aren't really like people who look down upon gaming are probably going to start thinking, hey, this should be taken more seriously. This is a more mature thing than what we realized it was. You know, adults, you know, they're going to be looking at this and saying, our kids weren't so crazy this whole time, you know? And casual gamers aren't you don't have to be a competitive gamer to be the only ones affected by this. Casual gamers, people who don't even have internet, people who have been playing video games their whole lives, and their friends and adults and coaches would say, oh, that's such a waste of time, why don't you play a sport? Now they can't say anything, because Call of Duty is a sport. Call of Duty is it might not be a physical sport, but is a mental sport. And in that definition, it says mental or physical, sometimes both, training. So, think about that. Call of Duty is a sport now. It's just as much of a sport as anything else. And I wanted to make this video because this wasn't part of the plan. I didn't want to come home today and make this video. I had no idea what was going on. But because I find this news out, it makes me so happy. And I know I'm repeating myself here, but I don't have a whole lot to really say about the subject, other than the fact so many new things are going to be happening. You know, CoD esports has been growing. Esports in general has been growing tons in the last 5-6 years or so. And it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now you can be watching something on the X Games and they'll be highlighting it on ESPN, and they'll switch over to something that's going on in CoD, like, you know, Complexity versus Team Caliber, you know, whatever will be going on. And it's going to be so interesting to see what happens. I want to see how they're going to integrate, codcasting and all this stuff into ESPN and how they do their thing, and I just want to see how it's going to mesh. I want to see how the community is going to take it, both the competitive gaming side and the sports nerds. I just called sports people nerds, but the sports people, like the more athletic people, will take that. So it's just kind of crazy, because I've said this whole time that all of these sports never started off as a competitive thing. They never started off as something that was a moneymaker, something that was watched by millions. It grew to that because of what it was, because of how many people liked it, and because of who found it interesting. And it's the same thing with Call of Duty. That's what it's going to lead to. That's what it's been leading to. And just like me, many other people have seen this coming, and it's so nice to see that. I don't really have a full way of how to describe this, but basically, this is how it's going to work. The X Games are in June. There's going to be 8 teams going. The top 3 that placed at COD Champs have a guaranteed way there, and that is Optic Gaming, of course, Complexity, and Envious. And so, hopefully, we'll see some of the other big teams there. Maybe we'll see some underdogs that we've never really heard of. But the way you're going to get there is by pro points, basically, and that's through playing and gaining points through MLG and all these other things. You know how pro points work if you're in the competitive scene. But that's how you will get to be a part of X Games and be in there. And now I'm just going to run through and say some assumptions on what teams are going to make it. I'm going to go ahead and say that Team Caliber will be there. Strictly Business will be there. Curse, one of the Curse teams will probably be there. And then there's 2 other teams that will probably make it. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. It's a little early. I'm going to have to say that the other Optic team will probably make it, and one of the FaZe teams will probably make it. If not both of them, if both the FaZe teams make it, then I don't think Curse will make it, or SB, one of those 2. It's going to be really, really exciting. I'm interested in watching it, and it's just see it all unfold. And see how competitive Call of Duty turns out. See it building and rising. Everybody always thought I was crazy for saying competitive Call of Duty. I want to be a pro COD player. That's what I want to do. And now they can't call me crazy for it. They can't call my friends crazy for it, because it is a literal thing. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you feel the same way about this as I do. If you don't, I'd be more than happy to hear your opinions. Please put them in the comment section below. Comment on this video, like it. Subscribe to my channel if you like my commentaries. This commentary was a little bit weird because I know I repeated myself a lot, but that's okay. Anyways, guys, once again, Twitter and Facebook links will be down in the description. Please comment, subscribe, like video, whatever you want to do. The video will see on screen with the last video that I made. And deuces. Fuck it, I'm on.